Hi folks, it's just Amy. I wanted to touch base real quick on our next journey in this class. Um, we will be skipping over PowerPoint, but coming back to it and beginning with Excel. Now Excel, you will be working on worksheets inside of spreadsheets. And I always enjoy thinking about Excel as kind of the show me the money. I'm sure that's why they made it green when they started working on the software, because it's usually tracking money and using the power of the formulas and functions to manipulate the information that you're going to be working on. So you will be skipping to the green section of your book, and you are going to be working on this stuff, the Bob Gleeman budget, and that's what's on my screen right now. You can see that there's been many manipulations here in Excel to get this to work. Now, you always create, so I just want to give you the down and dirty tricks of Excel real quickly as we go forward. Now, again, we have worksheets. There are all these little things, and I think of a notebook, you can just add tabs down here at the bottom, and then you can manipulate these items. Now, first and foremost, I know that this is highlighted because it's here, and this is my chart monthly expenses. We come into here, and this is typically what you'll beginning to work on, you will begin to work on and enter the information in. Now, there will be font and text that you will format, and then you'll type in these numbers as well. Now, this is kind of like Battleship. So when I select C3 through, oops, C3 through E3, it's going to look like that. What I want you to notice is that the mouse pointer changes. Sometimes it's a white cross, sometimes it's a pointer, and sometimes it's a black cross. Sometimes it's an arrow. You have to pay attention to what this pointer is looking like so you know what you're grabbing when you're making selections and manipulating. Okay, so to select the whole worksheet, you can do a Control A, or you can go right into this corner and you can copy this. So this is the monthly budget. What I would do is, if I had a separate budget for each month, I would just copy it over and put it into a new sheet. So it's highlighted. I'm going to do Control C. You can see that I have the marching ants. I'm going into that new tab, doing a Control V for paste, and here it is. It's just that simple. I'm going to undo that, so that's gone. All right, to get rid of the marching ants, you can hit Escape, but you will also notice that we have up here on the top A, B, C, D. These are your columns, and over here on the left, we have rows. These are numbered. Both of these sides pretty much go to infinity and beyond. I'm sure they stop somewhere, but that's the nuts and bolts. Again, don't forget that you can modify your quick access toolbar. You'll go through all these tabs. This is your formula bar, okay? And again, you can make modifications and manipulations throughout this. What my students tend to struggle with is, you'll see here that we have a title. Now, this was what we call merge and center across all the way from A1 to N1. And this is the little button that you're going to use for that. If you want to unmerge it, you can do like this. You can come in here and you can use some different cell styles and some different formatting to make the effect that is happening here. Okay. The other thing that you're going to notice is that this looks very much like a balance sheet. You might see this in some of your accounting classes, but again, we have the titles with a line under them. The first number or first row is going to have the dollar symbols, and then the next row doesn't need that, followed by the total line, which will have the double lines, and that's indicating that's a total. I can select that whole row from A6 all the way to infinity by clicking over here. If I select just like this, I'm only selecting that amount A6 to D6. Okay, so that will come into play when you're making your selections. All right. Now, the other thing that I love is that you use formulas, and then you can just change numbers and totals will change. If I hit my Control tilde, and it's this little mark that goes like this, it's the key to the left of the number 1. You'll see here that these are my formulas, and this is the power. If you don't have the formulas like this in your spreadsheet, it's not going to work right, and you won't get full credit for this. The formulas are the amazing part. So when I come in here, and instead of $400.89, I might type $5,231.90. My new total is there. I can undo that so you can see that, but I didn't have to go and figure that out mathematically with a calculator. The software did all of that for me, and that is the power of the software. I would encourage you to play with this, look at the different tabs with the different options on the rows. You will see this being utilized in any business. It's a very, very powerful software. It's amazing and frustrating all at the same time. The one area that you're going to use quite a bit is this area. These are your um, automated sums, and we have sum, min, max, average. You'll be using those a lot in this chapter. If you need to insert or delete a row, these two areas are here. You can always right click on a column. It'll say insert here. Just like everything in Microsoft Word, there are a million ways to do the same thing. Now, before I go, um, on September 22nd, we've been told that Microsoft is going to be updating to um, the 2016. I am not certain what the college is going to do because we are on 2013. So we make sure that you're watching your emails because if you update, you won't be able to go back to 2013. So watch your emails because there'll be something coming from the college, or I will send you something so we don't get caught in that transition. So you've bumped up to 2016, but I'm actually teaching you 2013. It might be frustrating for you. So have a great week. The Vikings are ahead. I think it's a modern day miracle. My daughter is here and she's smiling, and enjoy your Excel.